Hello everyone, I am Chandras Mishra from ABES Engineering College, Ghaziabad. In this lecture, I am going to discuss Prim's algorithm to find minimal spanning tree. We'll see Prim's algorithm and we'll also compute the minimum spanning tree for a graph. We'll see complexity analysis of this algorithm and applications. So what are the steps? We'll see here the procedure to find out the minimum spanning tree using Prim's algorithm. First, we initialize the starting node of the graph from where we are going to start uh, finding minimum spanning tree. We can take any node for the starting node, or we can say the source node. Initialize priority queue and assign key value infinity to each vertex except root, or we can say source node from where we are going to start. And then in the step 3, check all the adjacent node belong to queue of the current node and compare the new cost with the existing cost. Select minimum cost is among all the edges connected with adjacent nodes and remove current node from the queue. Make sure that the current node is the minimum cost adjacent node. And now we'll repeat step 3 and 4. So this is the basically procedure to find out the minimum spanning tree using Prim's algorithm. Let us take an example. Suppose this is the graph given to us and we want to find out the minimum cost spanning tree of this graph. We can take any vertex at the starting point. Let us take 1 as the starting point for this graph. So we are starting from this. So this is the source. Now this is the source vertex for us. So here we will slice one priority queue. So suppose this is the priority queue. Here we have priority queue. This is priority queue with priority queue. Let's say this as Q. And we'll put all the vertices here. So vertices are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So we'll put all vertex here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. So these are the vertices. What we'll do in the initial condition, we'll put the cost of all the vertices as infinity, 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 and the source, because we have selected 1 as the source node, so we'll put 0 as the here we'll put the cost of this vertex as 0. And we know we are not having any parent of this because the cost is infinity. So what we'll put, we will put the parent as the nil for all these vertex. Now in the first step, what we'll do, we'll just compare the cost of this vertex 1 with the all adjacent node of the vertex 1. The adjacent node are 2 and 6. These are the adjacent vertex of 1. So we'll compare the cost, we will compute the cost of 2 and 6 from 1. So here we can see the cost of 6 is 10 and the cost of 2 is 28. So we'll update here 2 and 2 and cost of 2 and 6 as 28 and 10. So for the 2 it will be 28, 28, and for 6 it will be 10. And the parent will be source of this vertex will be 1 because we are computing this cost from 1 node. So we'll put 1 this source node for this, and here also 1. And remaining will be like infinity, 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 and the parent will be nil because we don't know who is the source for this. We'll put nil. And in the beginning, we already we have seen one is selected. So here we have vertex one. Now in the second step, what we'll do, we'll take the minimum, the vertex with minimum cost. So in this we can see the cost of vertices are 28, infinity, infinity, 10, and infinity. So minimum cost vertex is 10. So we'll select this vertex as 10, and vertex will be 1. Now again we'll compute, we'll repeat the same process. So here we can see the vertices having cost 28, 25, and others are infinity uh, having. So here we will select minimum cost vertex. So we can see vertex 5 is having minimum cost, that is 25. So we'll select this vertex 5. We'll remove it from here, and we'll put vertex 5 here in the extracted vertex. So basically here we are writing extracted vertex. These are extracted vertex. These are extracted vertex from priority queue. And here are the vertices that are present in the priority queue. Okay. So after this, we'll in the next iteration we'll update the cost of all the vertices adjacent to vertex 5. So we can see here adjacent vertices are 6, 7, and 4. But 6 is already extracted. So we'll only consider the vertex that is present in priority queue. So we'll compute the cost of 7 and 4. So cost of vertex 7 is 24. So we'll write 24 and put source as 5 because we are computing the cost from 5. Okay, now come to this point. The cost of 4 is 22. So we'll write here 22, 22, and the source vertex will be 5. And is there any update in the other vertices that are present in this priority queue? No. So we'll just copy this as 21. This will be infinity. And so unknown source. This is already removed from vertex 5 is removed, and now vertex 6 is also removed. And 1 is already removed from this. So we have only these vertices remaining. Now again we will select the vertex with the minimum cost. Because here this priority queue is min priority queue. So always it will take the element with the minimum cost as a priority. So we can see here the vertices are having cost 28, infinity, 22, and 24. So minimum cost vertex is this 22 minimum cost, and vertex is 4. This is the vertex number. Corresponding to 4, we have 22 cost, and the source of this is 5. So we'll just remove this, and we'll put vertex 4 here. And update all the vertices adjacent to 4, the cost of all the vertices adjacent to 4. So we can see here the adjacent vertices are 5, 7, and 3, but 5 is already removed from the priority queue. 5 does not exist in the priority queue. So we'll ignore this. 7. So cost of 7 is 18. We can see here cost of 7 is 18 from 4. Now we'll update this. So in which case we will update, this is very important parameter here. Whenever we have computed the cost and that cost is less than the existing cost, then only we will update that cost. We will use decrease key function. So we will decrease the value of the keys. So here we will put 18. And now the source will be 4 because this cost 18 is from 4. So we will write 4 as the source vertex of this. And now update others. So we can see the 17 is also 3 is also the adjacent vertex of this vertex, and the cost of this is 12. So we'll just update the cost of 3. Here it will be 12, so we'll write 12, and source will be 4. And there is no change for other vertex, so we'll just copy for the vertex 2. It is 28 and 1. The cost of vertex 7 is 18 and 4. Now, others are already removed from the priority queue, so need not to consider. Now, among the existing vertices, we can see the minimum vertex is 3 having cost 12. The vertex is 3. You can see here, the vertex is, this is, top one is representing the vertex. So vertex 3 and the cost is 12. So we'll just take this and write here. So we have just selected vertex 3 and the cost is 12 and the source is in the source of this vertex is 4. After that, we'll update the cost of adjacent vertices of 3. So we can see here adjacent vertex of 3 is 2 and 4. And now 4 is already removed from 4 is already removed from the priority queue. It does not exist in the queue, so we'll not consider this. So we'll take only 2 and update the cost of 2. So we can see here the cost of 2 from 3 is 16. So we'll update this. We'll write 16 in the next step. So let me write here. So the cost of this will be 16 and the parent of this cost will be this vertex will be 3. So we'll write 3 here. After that, this is already removed, and 7 is 18 and parent source will be 4. Now we can see we have only two vertex in the priority queue, that is 2 and 7, and the minimum cost is 16 belongs to 2. So we'll select this vertex 2 after this. So we'll just select this vertex 2 from here. We'll put 2 here. This is selected. And now we can see here what are the vertices we have selected. So, and we will draw on the graph also 1 to 6. Another one is 6. Another one is vertex 5 and source is 6. So we'll just draw this one. And next vertex is of 4. So we'll and the source of the vertex 4 is 5. So 5 to 4, we'll just draw this 5 to 4 with cost 22. And next one is 3. So we'll just draw this 3. And after 3, we have 2. So we'll just draw this 2. Now in the priority queue, we have this node is removed. Only we have one node, that is 7. And the here we have to calculate the cost of this. So 18 is vertex 7 is having 18 cost and it is from vertex 4. And now we can see here it is adjacent to 2 and the cost of 7 from 2 is 14, which is less than 18. So we'll just update this and now this value will become 14 and the parent will be also updated. So parent will be 2 instead of 4. So now we'll select this vertex 7 in the last step here. So this vertex is now selected 7 and let us draw this. So we have drawn this as the vertex. Now we can see the final tree becomes final spanning tree is like 1, then 6. After that we have 5. After 5 we have 4. And after 4 we have 3. After 3 we have 2. And after 2 we have 7. So this is the spanning tree. This is the minimum cost spanning tree. Let us consider the cost of calculate the cost of this spanning tree. The cost is 10, 25, 20, and this cost is 22. So let us write 22. Cost of this is 12, 16, and 14. So if we add this, it will become 10 plus 25 plus 22 plus 12 plus 16 plus 14. So 30 plus 42, 66 plus 20, 86 plus 5 This is 2791 plus 10 is 101. So the cost is 101. Now let us consider, so this is the process of Prim's algorithm to find out the minimum spanning tree. Let us consider the complexity of this algorithm. So in the process, what we are doing, we are just calculating the cost of each vertex in the priority queue. So let us calculate the complexity of this algorithm. So what we are doing, we have just initialized one priority queue. Okay. So this priority queue will take log v time to update any update the cost, or if we want to remove any vertex from the priority queue, it will take uh, log v time. So what we are doing, we are just calling this decrease key, or we can say update key for all vertex. So it will be for one vertex it will take log v. So for v vertex it will be v log v. So this is v log v, and to create and for how many times we need to do it can be e number of phases e log b, we need to update these decrease key. So so total if we consider, so e is always greater than b in any most of the time. So we can say uh, e log b, order of e log b, order of e log b. So this is the time complexity of the Prim's algorithm. It's very useful for finding the minimum cost uh, uh, path from one city to other cities, and many communication companies can use this algorithm to minimize their cost of the cabling and other. Okay. So these are the references used in this video lecture. Thank you for watching this video.